It's a bit weird to be staring at the camera as I'm talking directly at them. I think off center. Fine, yeah.
Name, age, and who are you?
Alright. So, my full name is Kenneth Tham. People know me as Ken. I'm 38, but locally everybody knows me as Skateuncle. On and off for about 20 years. I started skateboarding when I was in JC in 2004. Did it, that's all I wanted to do for 10 years. Just skate every single day after school, during army, during university. That's all I wanted to do. But, as I entered the corporate world, found different interests. But back in 2019, I rediscovered my love for skateboarding. And throughout the whole COVID period, it's just been just continue to build that passion and love for skateboarding. And even today in 2024, still doing it. So yeah, about 20 years. Skateuncle was started because I had a gear madness. I was just getting back into skateboarding. I wanted to build the optimized setup for myself. So I tried so many boards. I tried all board sizes, all truck brands, all wheels out there. And I started buying a whole bunch of gear, and I started to buy a little bit more to help to offset the cost of the shipping. And before I knew it, I kind of had enough inventory to start running a shop. And that's kind of the start of Skateuncle as a shop. But more importantly, I used the expertise and the experience I had with skating a whole bunch of different gear to inform the customers that I skate with to buy stuff from me, so I can help them build their ideal setup based on what they want, based on what they like, without them having to go through the trial and error. That was in 2019, and throughout COVID, I just kept building the business to where it is today. So I think also in 2019, I was skating in Somerset, and there was a Australian skate coach who was running a class there, and he was telling his students, "Hey, you gotta watch out for the uncle skating over there." And I scolded him like, "Hey, I'm not an uncle, I'm younger than you." And I told that story to my wife, and she loved it. She's like, "Yeah, you should totally be Skateuncle." And that's also kind of translated into how I am as a person, like with everybody I skate with. Like, I'm slightly older than most of the guys I skate with, and I can be like a bit like an uncle figure to them, give them the advice they need when they're going through life and school or work. And I think that's one of the most rewarding parts of running Skateuncle, is meeting people from different lives, different backgrounds, and seeing them grow up in front of my eyes. Yeah, definitely the thought of running a physical shop always crossed my mind when I first started the shop. And it was especially on the days when the corporate life was really depressing. I really wanted to have my own shop and run business my own way. And in fact, Skateuncle is not my first time running a business. Back in 2014 and 2016, I was running my own IT reseller business with a friend. But it was just too unstable for me to want to do it long term, so I left to go back to corporate. But yeah, I also took the lessons from running a business then, and I applied it to Skateuncle. And the more I did the math, it did not make sense to run a physical shop. The goal of Skateuncle was to provide quality gear at an affordable price for people, and running a shop would mean that I would need to raise prices and make it less affordable for people, and I didn't want to take that away from the shop. And I didn't want to see every customer as a means to paying rent or a means to covering overhead. I wanted my customers to really be customers and enjoy the product and enjoy the service I provide, without me having to have that worry of monthly payments. I think Skateuncle as a person will continue in the UK. But I think it's more than a shop. It's the motto of the shop has always been for those who skate. Whether it's running a shop that's selling gear, bringing people around, building that community, I think that's more important than just selling product. And as long as I can keep doing that, Skateuncle will continue. The best part about running Skateuncle is meeting all the people that I've met throughout the years. I've seen so many people from different backgrounds, different skateboarders, You know, they pick up their first skateboard from me and they are still doing it today. I see them grow as people, you know, going through school, going through university, going through national service, going to their first job. And, you know, it's allowed me to relive skateboarding through their eyes, through that of a young person. And that's not discounting all the friendships I've made along the way. You know, these people started off as customers, but they are homies now. And, you know, I'm very happy to be able to call them friends. What is skateboarding to me is, I'll say it's two things. First is the ultimate form of expression. Whatever you do, whether it's a sport, whether it's art, whether it's music, even your job, every bit of it, there's your personality in it. There's a shred of your personality in there. And your skateboarding is a reflection of that personality. And skateboarding lets me display that personality on a daily basis without having to hide it. And the other part of skateboarding is the great unifier. I could go, right now I'm planning my trip to shift my entire life to the UK. And it's scary because we're going to be the foreigners there, we are the expats there. But knowing that I can go to a skate park and meet people there and immediately have connection with them, it puts me at ease that I'll have a community there immediately. I would like for us to have our own unique Singapore identity as a skateboarding culture. We're a very unique group of people. We have very unique architecture here. We have a very unique group of skaters. And I want that to be reflected in the spots that we skate, in the videos that we produce, the skateboarders that come out and represent us. I want us to have our own culture that's not trying to follow or catch up with everybody else in the region. Don't do it for the money because there's no money in skateboarding. But I think more importantly, do it from a place of love and passion. Doing it with that, if it comes from there, it's going to be genuine and people are drawn to things that are real. And that would translate and people can see it. And people are just drawn to, you know, genuine beings. Yeah. When we learn how to U-flip. Shit lah, fuck it.
Sands of time for me are running low.
Fuck it.
When the praise comes to rain,
At least
the last one,
when you say it,
take a long ton of miles of the
landed.
last side.
Oh my god.
I'm a